Hey, David Wygant live in New York City. We got John Keegan back.
Yo, what's up, guys and gals? Good to be here.
10-minute daily reality check. John, I got some reality to share with you, man. On the plane ride here,
Yes.
I felt like I was in a fucking meat locker in the sky.
What do you mean by that?
It was so fucking cold
Yeah.
that I just sat there and I literally felt like I was in Rocky's meat
Hey,
locker.
what's the deal with that? I mean, I see so many people freezing and like giving you blankets. It's so cold. What is it? Like, I wonder, is it for our own benefit for some reason? Is it like kill disease or something?
No, because you end up sneezing. I was that guy on the plane that started sneezing. Remember when I got to New York, I had to ask you for like wellness formula or olive
all that
leaf, right?
stuff, right?
Because I felt like shit, and I never understood why either. And like whenever you complain to them, or not complain, you make a joke about it. God bless you.
You made me sick just talking about
Right.
being sick. Yeah.
You make a joke about it, and you go, "It's really cold in here," and they always look at you like, "Nah." They always try to make it crazy. Like, it's really not that cold. You must be sitting by the exit row. And I'm like, I am sitting by the exit row, but it's fucking freezing back here too. Well, it's a little colder by the exit row. And they try to rationalize it, and they give you like this like sales pitch, like almost like, but I don't even know why they do, because they give you...
Does anyone tell you why it's cold?
Not once.
I mean, everybody's cold all the time. Is there a reason? I mean,
Yeah.
I guess we could Google it, but I don't want to do that. Let's just talk about it here.
Yeah, we could Google it. Or,
Yeah.
wait a second.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
whoever tells us why it's cold on a plane first
Yeah.
gets something for free. I don't know what, but just something for free.
Something for free.
Something for
Don't
free.
look a gift horse in the mouth. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Something for free. Talking
Yeah.
about free,
Yeah.
tonight's Halloween.
Yeah, it's amazing, right?
It's-
Well, in New York, it's a big deal. A lot of people go to the parade. You get a lot dressed up. Men wear skirts. Women wear almost no clothes. And then everyone just goes and stands, gets cram-packed in a line, shoved up against the gate, and looks at floats from 1962.
Oh, God, I remember that. And kids get rewarded with candy.
Yeah.
It's almost like, here's some sugar. It's amazing how we love to give our kids future cancer, because that's what Halloween has become. Like, here, eat some sugar, okay, so you can start building up the inflammation in your body at a very young age.
Well, yeah, I guess that's right. I mean, I used to love Halloween when I was addicted to sugar. When I was a kid, my mom wouldn't let us have sugar in the house, although all I ate was sugar. I'd just go and steal some or buy some at the penny store or whatever. But I used to have bags and bags of Halloween candy lasting for months, and to the point where it started to taste, rotten, but I just loved having it.
Oh, you remember when it get rotten? You'd take like the little mini Milky Way bars, and it would be like kind of white, flaky, right?
Yeah.
And it would be really nasty, and you'd have it in your room in the pumpkin. The pumpkin would stay in your room for like months after Halloween.
Disgusting.
And it would always be, what would always be the last one in your pumpkin? Mine was always the Smarties. I got so sick of Smarties.
Yeah, M&M's, the Three Musketeers bars. Yeah, I remember all that stuff.
Right?
But the worst was when an old lady gave you an apple wrapped in tin foil. You were for sure there was a razor blade in there.
Yeah, the old lady with and you ended up taking the apple.
She was the one who was doing the right thing.
She was.
She was giving you the thing that, of course, you didn't want, but it was the thing that we should have been eating. Yeah.
It's funny, we were taught that by our parents. Now, it's okay to eat M&M's and $100,000 bars and Snickers and all that other stuff so you can get cavities and cancer down the road and get fat,
I
right?
have metal in my mouth to this day, that mercury in my mouth. I got to get it out, but that's from eating all that candy. It just rotted every single one of my teeth back then.
I know, but why did they...
What kind of world is this?
That's
That's what
weird.
we do to ourselves when we're first born,
Yeah, and the little old lady...
That's fun.
Right, the little old lady, we're taught in school. I remember being taught in school. Now, if you get an apple tonight, there might be a razor blade. Who the fuck puts a razor blade in an apple? Where did that start?
Somebody must have did it somewhere. But you know what? That's the interesting thing. And I don't want to be all down on fun Halloween and all that, but the reality is, as you're saying, both of us are very much into our health, but it didn't start like that for us. It started as basically like some people are born a crack addict. I was born a sugar addict, eating sugar my whole life. Even though my mom wouldn't let us have sugar in the house, it was everywhere, and it's like, it's the world's most legal drug, and look, every kid should have it, and it's so fun to be on it. Literally, like, it was deteriorating my teeth as a child to the point where I have mercury in my mouth to this day. How many people are fucked up because of Halloween and the sugar extortion of children?
Oh, the sugar extortion of children is unbelievable. I mean, I see people all the time rewarding their kids with sugar.
Just get the fuck away from me. Here's a candy bar.
Yeah, get the fuck away. Here's the candy bar. Or now, what is the new sugar? Is the iPad.
Oh
You know,
man,
it's
yeah.
like, here, get the fuck away from me, play with the iPad. But what is your, going back to Halloween, like, what was
Yeah.
your favorite costume as a kid? Do you remember?
Well,
Do you
I
remember like
remember.
the funniest, most creative costume you did as a kid?
Well, I just love to dress up as one of the members of Kiss. You know,
You
because,
were really?
and I loved Ace Frehley the most. Yeah, yeah, he was cool. Star Child.
That's
Yeah.
funny. I was always. Do you remember? Do you remember the
No,
Halloween
Star
costume?
Child was the other guy, but yeah, go
Yeah. Do
ahead.
you remember the Halloween costume that used to come in the box? Remember, you
No.
used to go to like the local little, store, and you would go and look, and the mask would be in the front, and there'd be that like plastic wrapping around the box, and it would come in this great box. I remember I was Batman one year. I think I was
Mm.
Superman one year. And those costumes, they were made out of 100% polyester, and they would always rip when the big kids would be running around chasing you with fucking eggs and shaving cream, right? Because the big kids,
Yeah.
because I think it was always past like 6th or 7th grade, you no longer got dressed up anymore, and then you walked around with a shaving cream can and eggs. You always asked your mom to buy you
That's
eggs,
right. It
right?
turned into Mischief Night. Actually, that was the night before. Mischief Night was the most fun. I mean, just talking about this, and we're going to get to the point of our mission here in a second about all the masks that we all wear all the time, and the exercise David did this weekend with some of the guys he was coaching. But I thought, I remember Mischief Night, like junior high years. There's the most
Yep.
rebellious years. That's where everybody's been. I remember one night I was egging some guy's house, throwing toilet paper. And I
Wrapping
was
the
a tiny,
trees.
tiny guy, and some grumpy old man chased me down, tackled me, like dragged me back to his house, called the cops on me, and then the cops were like drilling me, like, who did it? Like, and I'm like going back. This is what the cops have to do. They're going back. They're drilling this little miniature-sized 13-year-old guy to the point where he's crying, trying to get a rat out of his friends, and who threw eggs at somebody. Was it really that important? Come on, you know what I mean? All the things going on in the world. Anyway, let's talk about the masks.
Let's talk about the mask.
Yeah, because masks, so many of us are shy, introverted, or so many of us are wearing or angry or coming off in a certain way, and a lot of it's to defend ourselves and not be vulnerable. So for being increasingly so-called shy or introverted, it's really more of a fear of being vulnerable, a fear of being annihilated. And then if there's somebody with a lot of edge on them, a lot of gruff and tough, again, this is their mask they wear all day out on the streets, so that it kind of keeps keeps the energies out, so that basically they won't be annihilated, or they won't have to deal with the vulnerabilities or the empathies or the emotions that we might feel if we opened up and drop the masks. But the question is I mean, any one of us could be wearing a mask right now, or maybe all of us are all the time. And the question is when do you let it down? Do you ever let it down? What would it take for you to let it down? And why are you scared not to let it down?
It's amazing. You look at people all the time, and they do have masks on. They're afraid to be vulnerable, afraid to be authentic. How many times do people always ask, what should I say in that situation? Well, why don't you say whatever you feel? Because we're putting on a mask. You can see it. Like, even when we're coaching people, you can see the mask of fear, I call it, right? When we're giving them this great speech in the middle of the Oculus Center, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden we're full of animation and we're passionate, and we give them something really simple to do, just to go and just ask somebody some really basic human question, an inquisitive question that a child would do, right? And you can see the mask of fear going over their face, like, oh, and then they go in, and it's always funny. It's like, I gave them that birthday thing. Okay, for those of you that don't know this, okay, John texted me this, and it's great. Just basically take the year you were born and add your birthday, and it equals 2017. So we went around in the Oculus Center and did that. So I told the guys to do this. Go up to the women there and just go, who are working there, who are easy. They're just stationary objects, right? And I said, go over there and with enthusiasm say, oh my God, my friend texted me the coolest thing in the world today. It's going to make your day. It's going to make your day so much better because you have fun with customers, right? I gave him this whole thing to say, right? Okay. And
wait a minute.
Wait. Let me finish. Okay. So I gave him this whole great thing to say. So then they go in and they don't do it, right? And of course they want to warm up first, right? So they get into customer zone. They got to breathe. So then finally I looked at them and said, stop the warm up. Trust it, because people don't trust it because they keep their mask of fear on. So I walked in when they were babbling away and not doing it. I looked at the girl, tapped her on the shoulder. I said, you want to see something really cool? She goes, yes. I go, what year are you born? She goes, 1990. I said, great. How old are you? And she says, 27. I said exactly 2017. I said basically everybody who was born will hit 2017, right? And there will be the year of how old they are, right? How old they are. And she goes, oh my God, that's so cool. She goes, I'm going to have to Google that. I can't totally trust it, right? I said, go ahead, Google it. Go ahead. And they all look at me like, oh, wow, how did that happen? And I'm thinking like, because I put the mask of enthusiasm on because I was excited about my life and connecting with somebody. I didn't walk in with the mask of anxiety or the mask of poor me or the mask of I can't do this or the mask of this isn't going to work or the mask of I don't know what to say. We have so many masks that we put on every single day.
That's a really interesting way to look at it, because on one hand I would look at it like, but it's really empowering, I think, a way to look at it, because then it allows you to realize how vast and facile we can be if we allow ourselves to be. We're not one-dimensional, even though we play the part of being one-dimensional all the time. But I think when I always think of like enthusiasm, I think of it as removing the mask and letting your true self shine, because we really are, at our best, enthusiastic about our passions, our interests, our life, about other people, and so I always feel like it's removing a mask. But on the other hand, it's a nice way just to look at it very simply. Hey, I'm just going to put the mask of enthusiasm on, or really, I'm just going to remove the mask of fear. Like if I were to be, to quote a 10th century, if I was to quote a 10th century monk, St. Thomas Aquinas. I mean, is he a monk? He was a saint. Sure.
He's a saint.
Right.
He's got an island named after him now, right?
Is that right?
I don't know.
Oh,
St. Thomas?
Yeah, well, St. Thomas Aquinas said in the year 1072, as I remember, he said, there is no such thing as darkness. There is only absence of light. That kind of reminds me of this mask situation. It's like, fear is the absence of light. When you remove the mask of fear, the light shines through. And the light, it can manifest a lot of ways, but one of those ways would be enthusiasm.
I like that. We're going to leave it at that.
All right.
I kind of like that. That's a good quote from theawakenedlifestyle.com,
Yeah,
man. That was a
right,
fucking great quote.
Yeah.
Enjoy Halloween tonight. I was going to do a dumb joke, but I'm not going to do it. Okay? I'm not going to end it on dumb, childlike Halloween joke, because I just think that quote alone. So decide tonight whether the mask that you're going to do is going to portray you, and what mask you're going to wear tomorrow. What mask you're going to wear when you want to connect with somebody. See you tomorrow. John's going to be back.
And come on back tomorrow for more self-help that doesn't suck.